My name's Sean Chartier, and I am the designer of the ARKON Lincoln. Drawing wheels when I first started it was a nightmare. I think I would relate it to Homer Simpson when he drew his ideal car, because I took all the things that I really loved, put them all in one thing and looked at it and went, wow, is that a mess? I think when I stopped making it so complex and took all the things that I love in a wheel of what I wanted on my actual truck is when I was able to actually draw the clean lines of the Lincoln. We started coming up with the concept of proper directional and having them be a truly directional wheel. I think that's when I finally broke out of if I had my 10-year-old son draw a wheel, which is where I started, to where it was something that's been around wheels for a decade, that I was able to start creating something that people would like. The Lincoln is built of a bunch of design components. So I knew the big chunky wheels were the hottest, that people really loved the clean look. It would match almost any kind of build. The directional was really important to me. So I wanted to have the directional spoke. The concavity was important to me. I wanted to have that hybrid. But I think it all started coming together when I was able to lay it out flat, and then I did a side drawing, a side view that gave it that bowl, that concave cup look. You can picture it in your head, but you can't get it on paper. And I think that was the hardest part, is to take what was in my head and actually get it on paper. And it took a lot of renditions. And yeah, I wouldn't show you my first ones because it is really, really difficult to design wheels. The Lincoln was probably the fourth one that I liked it enough to send it out and have the 3D renders made. And when the first one came back, I was like, yeah, heck yeah. And I showed it to other people, like, dude, that is ugly. That is the worst wheel ever. So when this one came back, I called everybody in my office, wouldn't even open the email, because I had so much confidence in the sketch that I just had a gut feeling that this one was finally going to be one to be proud of. And I had everybody in my office, I opened that thing up, put it up on the 50-inch TV, and everybody in there said, yes, you hit it. So when you design a wheel on a napkin, you don't have any rules to follow. So I designed it the way I wanted it and sent it off. And I had a little bit of concavity, but I didn't have a ton. I wanted the pass through on the barrel so that the lip looked like it went forever. When it came back, it had the ridge around the barrel, which ended the lip short. It had a step in it, and it wasn't what I wanted. So I kicked that one back and said, absolutely not, go back to the napkin drawing. But in general, it ended up being very similar to my napkin sketch. Unfortunately, when the ARKON Lincoln came to us, it was the 20x10 was the first one I ever saw. And I've been running, 24x14s. I'm looking at doing 26x14s. So when the 20x10 came, it kind of took some wind out of my sail. I lost a little bit of confidence in the design. Then I saw the 26x14 in chrome. When I first laid eyes on that 2614 chrome with the huge concavity, the directional spokes, the clean barrel, the pass through, and how wide and deep that lip was, it was absolutely love at first sight, and I knew this wheel was going to be a really big deal. Those that know me know that we've built this entire company based on one thing. I was on a mission to own a Lamborghini. When that wheel hit #1 on the charts and became the top selling wheel in custom offsets, it was just as good as the day that Lamborghini got delivered. It was a lifelong mission. It meant the absolute world to me that you guys appreciated that wheel as much as I did, and that the design that was in my head, and like when you guys saw it and agreed that it was a bomb diggity, that for me was like a life mission complete.